Oh, 2 weeks in a row. Yes, no big deal. Hey, what's up everybody? Today I have kind of an interesting topic I want to talk about, and it's a word that some of you may not be familiar with, but it's one of my favorite topics to talk about when talking about culture, theology, religion, and Christianity, which is this term called Gnosticism. If you don't know what Gnosticism is, let me give you a real brief rundown, and don't stop watching here just because I'm using a big word that sounds boring. Hopefully it'll be interesting to you as it is to me. Gnosticism is this belief that there's the spirit world, which is everything good. The gods live here, it's heaven, everything spiritual is good. Their creation story is that one day the dog pooped on the carpet, they opened the door, kicked the poop out of heaven, and that poop literally became the physical, tangible universe, which you can touch, feel, see, hear, and smell. And they believe that, spirit, good, physical world is just dog poop. Therefore, it's meaningless, worthless, and bad. So, again, spirit, good, physical, things you can touch, feel, see, bad. Don't matter, they're worthless. Therefore, it doesn't matter then what you do with your body, because the gods only care about your spirit. Because I put a fancy term to it, Gnosticism, it might sound more like an outdated type of tradition or religion or philosophy, but the problem is, I feel like everybody in America is a modern day Gnostic. Now what I mean by that is we treat our bodies as if God doesn't care about them. He doesn't care how hard we work in them. He only cares about our spirits and that we're saved and that our salvation is grace, and it's kind of this ambiguous thing that we can't really grasp. It doesn't matter if we have sex with anybody we want to, because your body doesn't matter. It should be used for your own pleasure instead of used for God, because God doesn't care about your body. He only cares about your spirit. And it applies to like everything else. God doesn't care about physical things. He only cares about your spirit. Let me tell you a little story to go along with this. Last year, my roommate Rob and I found out that at the end of our lease, the house was going to be torn down, and we were going to be kicked out, obviously, and they were going to tear the whole thing to the ground and rebuild a newer house. So as soon as we found that out, the way that we treated the house completely changed. Rob had been growing a little garden in the backyard. I had been sweeping and vacuuming and cleaning everything constantly. We kept the walls real clear. We made sure not to break anything. We treated it super well because it was going to last, and even if we weren't in it, someone else would be in it. So we treated the house really well. Cared for it, manicured it, and everything. Once we found out that they were going to tear it down, it completely changed. We stopped taking as good care of everything. We stopped cleaning as much. Rob completely abandoned the whole garden idea. We completely just kind of let it go and stopped caring about it as much because we believed it was just going to be destroyed. This is also a big part of Gnosticism, and if you're familiar with the Bible, this is what Paul addresses in 1 Corinthians chapter 6. He says, basically, food for the stomach and the stomach for food, but God will destroy them both. That was a Gnostic saying. That whole thing, Paul's quoting the Gnostics. He says, if you're hungry, eat food. And the implication there is, if you're in the mood, have sex with someone. Because God's going to destroy them all in the end, so it doesn't matter how you use them now. Just like when Rob and I thought our house was going to be destroyed, which it was, our attitude toward it changed. Paul says this is not so. Instead, Jesus cares about the earth, he cares about our bodies, and he cares how we use everything and treat everything physical. For one, because Jesus himself took on a physical body, therefore proving that human bodies are not worthless and dispensable and to be used simply however we want because they're going to be destroyed. And that the earth isn't worthless and useless and it's going to be destroyed. Rather, he says there's going to be resurrection. There will be new heavens, new earth, and God does care how you use your body, how you work with it, who you connect it with, and all these other things. In other words, how you use your body matters to God. We often think that he only cares about spiritual things, which is a Gnostic belief. In reality, God cares tremendously how we use our bodies, and in fact, to me, it's harder to use your body in a holy way than it is to just kind of think of some spiritual abstract realm in which my spirit lives and is disconnected from my body. And you know, like even anyone who's kissed anyone can tell you there's some kind of invisible connection between you and that person because of how you've used your body with that person. Same with if you smack someone or punch someone, the use of your body toward them has spiritual implications. God cares how you use your body. To say that we're completely disconnected from spirit, body, all this stuff is it's really just foolish. It doesn't make any sense, really, and it's not biblical. So I'm going to cut that off here. Hopefully that was informative and interesting enough for you guys to listen to. I know that Gnosticism, God's view of the human body, environmentalism, and all this stuff is a massive topic that cannot be covered in 4 or 5 minutes. But I did my best. So let me know what you guys think of that. If you have more questions, comment below, email me, go to my website, ethanreno.com, hit contact, sends an email straight to me. Hopefully I'll see you guys again next week. I've been slacking, I know, trying to make up for it. So I'll talk to you later.